Hello students, now we proceed the chapter 4 and in this one we will discuss the next phylum Mollusca. In this phylum we will discuss about their silent features or the general characters. So you know this is the snail, or we can say it is phyla. In this one you will see the outer covering is very hard and inner soft part present. When they are inside the cell, they we feel that it is non-living or it is not a living beings. But when it come out when it feels safe and they come out they remove remove their body from the shell. Then after you will see that they are looking very different, or the soft body parts present inside the body for the protection from the shell. So see, in this phylum it is mainly aquatic, but some are terrestrial in habitat. It means they are found mainly in water. So they either by in marine or in fresh water, means marine water or fresh water, both water they present, but some of them are terrestrial. So this phyla you can see out of in the rainy season you can see so many phylas are there, and they are moving here and there for the search of food, for search of better climatic condition, or the they move and they stay inside the surroundings, or nearby the water bodies, they are not going apart or very far from the water bodies. See, their body is soft, unsegmented, triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical, divided into foot, head and visceral mass. See, the body is very soft, delicate. That is why they need to protect themselves from the shell, hard covering. And triploblastic means 3 germ layers are there, means they are very advanced and among the invertebrates, and they also bear the 3 germ layers, ecto, meso and endoderm. Here the bilaterally symmetrical means we can divide them into 2 equal halves, and foot, head and visceral mass means the whole body, upper body part is the main part of its body. So say body is clothed with one layered ciliated epidermis. It means whole body is having a thin covering of the epidermis, and that epidermis is ciliated and protected by the calcareous means they are having soft body. That is why they need to protect themselves from the hard covering, that is the cell made up of calcium carbonate. So this cell is the calcareous in nature. So calcareous means made up of calcium. Head is distinct, bearing the mouth and provide with eye, tentacles and other sense organs. So see, they have developed sense organ, head having the eyes, and mouth is also there. With the help of mouth they can take the food, and a well developed digestive system they have also, and having tentacles to feel nearby situations, and so many other sense organs also present with them. So when you touch them, when they are moving on the ground, and when you touch them, so they will at a go means stretch all the body parts inside the body part or inside the cell. Body cavity is hemocele is present here. Open circulatory system, circulation takes place in open way, means there is no artery and vein present, and their blood is not red in color. So they have no hemoglobin. In spite of hemoglobin, there is hemocyanin. The violet color blood is present here. So pigment is not hemoglobin. In spite of hemoglobin, there is hemocyanin present. Respiration by gills or conidia. So respiration mainly takes place inside the water body. They use their gills for respiratory activities, and conidia also helps to respire. Excretion by the metanephridia present in lower invertebrates, but metanephridia, the advanced one, they present for the excretion, removal of the waste from the body. Sexes are separate. and fertilization is internal type. So see, they are present nearby the water or inside the water. So the fertilization internal, sometimes also external fertilization takes place. External fertilization also takes place. So internal takes place in the terrestrial form and external takes place inside the aquatic form. So this is the way by which they can they can do their activities and live on the land area. So see, octopus is also one of the example of this one. So see, octopus having 8 arms they have and having the covering with the cells here. Octopus having suckers in their ventral surface of the arms. So arms having ventral surface which have suckers. So these suckers help them to suck the blood or suck the nutritive substance from the host or means from the other living organism. Octopus is another example of this phylum Mollusca. So Mollusca is somehow the animal, they are really found nearby the water or in the muddy area, or they do their activities of their own in different ways. Now we discuss the next phylum, that is phylum Arthropoda. Arthropoda is the largest phylum among all the organisms, animal or plants. So they bear so many species and having large phylum. So Arthropoda is common to us. We can see so many arthropods nearby. So these are different type of cockroaches, mosquitoes, bee, fly, butterfly, honeybee. So many type of arthropods are present in our surroundings. So its body is triploblastic, coelomate, bilaterally symmetrical and metamerically segmented. Metamerically segmented means the segment is really true segment. It is from the different parts. They can separate different parts of the body in proper way. So this is the segmentation. Means triploblastic, 3 germ layer. Coelomate means coelom is present, true coelom is present. Bilateral circle means we can divide them into 2 equal halves. Metamerically segmented means segments are really true segments. Now body is segmented, and segmented body is divided into 3 parts: the head, thorax, abdomen. So this is the head, thorax and abdomen. You see inside the head or in the head there is compound eye. This eye is called compound eye. Compound eye. They can see differently or means different things at a go. These are the antenna, and by the help of this antenna they can feel. It means they move. This is cockroach and arthropod. So they can move forward, and with the help of antenna they can feel that outside is safe or not, what is the condition outside. So by the feeling with antenna they proceed or they return back. This is the second part of the body, this thorax, and thorax having the joining portion of the head and the abdomen, main body part. Abdomen is of this type and having the joint legs, 3 pair of joint legs at least. So in spider it is more than that, or it is really more than that in different cases. So at least 3 pair of joint legs means they are joined together with the ventral side. So this is the way the activity of the Arthropoda is different. So they are named as phylum Arthropoda because arthro means joint and poda means legs. Legs are joined together. So these legs are joined together. That's why they are called arthropods. Now the complete digestive tract. It means here is the mouth inside and here is the anus. So the complete digestive tract is present there. Mouth and anus lie at the opposite end. So here mouth and here anus. Mouth having also so many parts. there is maxilla, mandible, hypopharynx, labyrinth, na? So these are the different type of parts in mouth, and by the help of that things they can take food and eat. So this is the complete digestive system they possess. Now circulatory system is open, it means it has no artery, vein or other things to circulate the blood, but really there is a with dorsal heart is present in them, but really the heart is not having very much chambered, it is of this pouch like structure, and they have dorsal heart, and artery means artery is present just through the blood from heart to outside, and but without capillaries are not present here, and that is why they have no hemoglobin, that is why they can transport the things, or respiration takes place through gills. Trachea is the main respiratory organ here. How they distributed all over the body, and trachea is the pipe, it is the pipe which carry the oxygenated air and they supply this one to all body parts. So trachea, and the aquatic forms having gills also, and book lungs is also present in the terrestrial form. So this is the way by which they can respire. So respiration is properly developed, and by the help of this one trachea. Excretion through Malpighian tubules. Malpighian tubules is present just beside the crop or gizzard. See gizzard here Malpighian tubules are present, and this one helps to do excretion. So excretion takes place by the help of Malpighian tubules. Sometimes there is green glands and coxal glands also do the activity. Sexes are separate, and the fertilization is internal type. Which type of fertilization? Internal type. And very common examples are cockroach, mosquito, bees, fly, butterfly, and how much means bed bug, means every spider, everyone means every prawn, they are all belongs to this arthropoda group. So arthropoda, very big phylum having the different characteristics on them. So they are commonly useful and also the harmful insects. So say this is the last invertebrate, Echinodermata, and in this phylum you will see some different special characters are added. So see general character of this one having they are exclusively marine, means found only in the marine habitat. So common what is distributed marine means mainly they are found in the sea water or salty water, and see this is the common example of this one, that is this is the oral surface of the starfish, and this is the aboral surface, which means it is this is anus, okay, and here is the mouth. So the surface having mouth is called oral surface, surface having anus called aboral surface. So they are found in water. The mouth is always in ventral side and anus is in dorsal side. So they can move in this way. So by the help of their arms, their vibration, they can move and they do the activities. So see these are the spinous epidermis or the outer covering having protection from the their predators. So see they are exclusively marine animals. Their body is radially symmetrical. It means you can cut in any radius in two equal halves or equal halves. Body is triploblastic, means 3 germ layers are here, also advanced characters. Coelom mate, it means true coelom is present here with distinct oral, means having mouther part, and here aboral, that is the anus part having opposite of mouth. Presence of water vascular systems, or that is the ambulacral system, so the special characters system is present here. So see in the whole body they can move with the help of tube feet. Tube feet means a structure present in its body surface having this one. So they can trap or take the water and throw it out in this way. So tube feet, these are the tube feet. By the help of tube feet they can take water and throw it, and by the help of the throwing the opposite of their movement takes place. So tube feet is for two purposes. One, that is presence for the water vascular system, and second, that is the locomotion. Locomotion also takes place by the help of this tube feet and allow them to move with the help of water currents. Alimentary canal is coiled, it means there is the this type of and coil and alimentary canal present there, and starting from mouth to anus present, that is extending from mouth to anus. Here the circulatory system present, the blood lacunar system is present here, and respiration by the help of papilla, by the help of peristomium, gill, meal gill or other types. And sense organs is poorly developed, means sense organ is not well developed in this phylum, and sexes are separate, and fertilization is internal type, that is the starface, cucumeria and Antedon are the example of this one. So say this is the starfish which do their activities by the help of the arms, and they are having the mouth in the oral surface, and see what happens, they have high regenerating power. If this is the starfish, if the arms of the starfish were damaged, if you cut all the arms, they can regrow their arm. So they have high regenerative power. So regeneration takes place by the echinoderms in very easy way. So all the arms if you cut, then each and every arm become regenerate, and they make themselves as usual as earlier. So regeneration takes place in which one? That is a lizard, salamander, and this, that they lizard, salamander having vertebrates and advanced, but they having also regeneration takes place, like the lost part they regain again and again. So this is the echinodermata which is which have the following, means these characters, and you understood that starfish is the best example of this one. So see here the body covered with the spinous things to protect themselves from the predators, means they are having one this type of protection also, and you can see oral surface having some distinct feature by the help of color, by the help of their arrangement. You can understood both surface in easy way. So this is the starfish or one of the echinoderms which are present as an example of echinodermata. Now you will see this is the phylum Hemichordata. Hemichordata is really the in between the two, the invertebrates and vertebrates. We can say without vertebra and with vertebra, and Hemichordata is the between, means this is the connecting link between the two. So they are having no well developed vertebra, but really means they have the scars by which we can understood that they are going to be become vertebrates or going to be become advanced. So see phylum Hemichordata having body divisible into proboscis, collar and trunk. Here you see this is the Melanoglossus, example of Hemichordata, having proboscis upper part just like mouth, and collar, this is the middle part, and trunk, this one the trunk, and anus is in the end. So you see notochord occur only in the anterior end of the body. Notochord present in the anterior end only, not in posterior end. So this is nervous tissue lies embedded in the epidermis and on the dorsal and ventral surface. So see this is the ventral surface, this is the dorsal surface. You can see here is a dorsal nerve cord and ventral nerve cord present, and blood vessels is also in them. So simple blood vascular systems are present. There is no any type of complications. Means only the blood vascular system is there, but it is of simple type. Only by the help of heart, means simple heart is also present here. They can means proceed the activity of blood transportation. Sexes are separate in this one, and means this is the melanoglossus and Trichodera are the example of this one. So this is the hemichordata, which is somehow advanced and less advanced than the chordata. So see, phylum Chordata is the last one, that is belongs to higher organism and very advanced organism which have well developed systems in their body and having the activity of which thing? Activity of the respiration, digestion, all the things in proper way. So this chordata is divided into, this chordata having these characters like well developed nervous system, gill slits present, tail is present just beside the cloacal opening, and dorsal hollow nerve cord develops in embryo stage. So this is the advancement among all the living animals group. So they are further classified into two subphylum, that is subphylum Protochordata and Vertebrata. Protochordata is having very means not well developed, but having more advancement than the hemichordata, and Vertebrata is the very much advanced. Vertebrata subphylum is again divided into 5 classes, that is Param, we can say Param for understanding. So P species, A amphibia, and R reptiles, and A apes, and M mammals. So species, the species that is that class belongs to fishes. Amphibians are the class belongs to the frog or the animals present in water as well as on the land. Reptiles are somehow advanced than that, they can crawl, and they are reptiles, the group of snakes. Apes, they are ambient, means they are able to fly in the sky, in the air, so they are also advanced, having the flight muscles with the wings present in them. And mammals, you know, that is you are also mammal, and you understood that how much advanced mammal are. So this is the different type of subphylums and classes. We will discuss these subphylums and class in next class. So this is your invertebrates over, and we proceed to chordata next class. Okay, thank you.